Hi you guys, it's Maggie. Welcome back to another video. This is actually the start of this new series that I'm doing on my channel. I don't have a name for it yet. We're gonna come up with it as we go, but every Thursday you guys are gonna be getting a video from me that is not a vlog. You guys will still be getting vlogs, but you're gonna get like a more dedicated video. Sometimes you guys are gonna get a guest appearance. But yeah, it's gonna be really fun. I have a ton of videos planned for you guys and I'm super excited. So we're gonna kick off the series with my Q&A, my long-awaited Q&A that you guys have been waiting so long for. And I'm gonna do a full face of makeup while I answer your questions. All the makeup I am gonna be wearing today and using is from RMS Beauty. They are a clean beauty brand. Honestly, one of my first ever favorite clean beauty brands. I first discovered their products I think in 2019 and I love them. I've been a huge fan for years, so I'm very excited to be creating a look with them. Also, I wanted to mention that they're having their Green Friday sale, which is going on from November 21st to November 25th. You guys can get 30% off of your whole entire order. All the products that I use in this video, I will link them down below, the shades, all of that. And then also you get a free bag with your purchase. This is like RMS Beauty's Super Bowl. So they have this sale once a year. It's very exciting and you can stock up on your favorite products, get a nice little discount, and enjoy some clean makeup products. So anyway, without further ado, I feel like my old self right now. I haven't done a Q&A or like a sit down dedicated video in a really long time. I was like reminiscing on my old videos last night, watching them, and I'm like, wait, I need to start doing more of these. So I'm very excited for the series. But anyway, I'm gonna stop ranting, and without further ado, let's get started. We're gonna start off by prepping the skin with some of this RMS Luxe cream, just to give us a nice little glowy base, nice and hydrated. Okay, I guess we are gonna start off strong. The first question is, what are some of your long-term goals? This is the RMS Master Radiance. It is just like a glowy gel. I'm gonna put all over my skin to add some shimmer, well, add some like glowiness. But okay, some of my long-term goals, I feel like I definitely want to own my own business one day. I want to have a clothing brand. That has been my dream forever. I want a clothing brand. I want to have a cookbook and just like share my recipes somehow. And I also have one more goal, which I have never said anywhere, and I'm kind of nervous to even like say it out loud, but I really want to open up a Pilates studio. Emma and I do, and we want to be Pilates instructors and teach at our studio. So that is one of a few of my long-term goals. I've always wanted to have a clothing brand of my own, so I feel like that's something that I am definitely going to be doing in my life. Like, I just want to own my own business. I feel like I've been talking about that for years though, and it's just one of those things where I am kind of like a perfectionist, and I know that in order to like start something, like you just have to do it. Like obviously it's not going to be perfect when you first start. That is like when I started my YouTube channel, I didn't have like a camera or anything. I did it at first like on my iPhone. I was just like uploading videos and just making sure I was like consistent versus like having my videos be perfect. But anyway, so going along with like having my own brand, it's been kind of hard for me because I want to make sure like whatever I come out with is like the best it can be, the best quality. I don't want to just like come out with a brand just to do it. I feel like nowadays, which is totally fine, but there are a lot of like celebrity brands and influencer brands, and I don't really want my brand to just be thought of as just another brand. I don't want it to also be like a money grab. I don't know. I like really want it to be something that I am passionate about, something that I'm proud of, something that like takes a lot of time. So that's probably gonna be one of my goals, like it obviously in the future and like in my 30s. I want to focus on that more because like eventually I'm gonna get to a point where I am not posting on YouTube or social media like as much as I do now. Actually, maybe that's like a lie. I don't even know. I feel like eventually I just want to be able to like focus on my brand and like different things. So those are definitely some goals that I have and some things that I want in the future. Also, I'm just putting on some concealer. I love using my finger with this concealer. It just like melts into your skin so nicely. This is the Uncover Up concealer in the shade 22. Now going in with some bronzer. This is my favorite bronzer by RMS. It's like very shimmery. I'm gonna apply this before going over with some powder bronzer. Okay, next question. What job would you pursue if it wasn't influencing / YouTube? I feel like I get this question a lot. And I honestly think that I would just focus on being a business owner. Like I wouldn't have any, like I wouldn't be doing influencing obviously on the side, but I just probably would focus on owning my own business. And I feel like I've just always been super into like marketing and stuff like that. So I would definitely be like sending my brand to all the influencers and kind of like doing what I do now a little bit, but like being on the other end, which I feel like would be really cool. So yeah, that's probably what I would be doing if I wasn't doing influencing myself. Okay, next question. Any financial advice for the girlies? I've talked about this a little bit on my TikTok, but I do have just like a few pieces of financial advice that I want to share with you guys. So the first one would be to start saving as early as possible. And a few things that I do, I have investment accounts, I have like a retirement savings, and I also have, like that is through my financial advisors, but I also have a high yield savings account, which is through American Express. And a high yield savings account is basically a savings account that you gain interest on the money that is in there. So all the money that you put in, you're making a percentage each month off of it. You do have to pay taxes like at the end of the year on the money that you make, but you are gaining interest on your money literally just sitting there. So I really like to have my money in there instead of in like my normal bank account. And then obviously also my investments and retirement savings and all that stuff. I really cannot stress how important it is to save your money and start early and just prepare for your future. That's something that I'm actually like really grateful that I was taught when I started first making money from YouTube. I really didn't want to be irresponsible with my money because it was like the first time in my life where I was like, you know, actually making a lot of money. So I started putting money away. I have a set amount that gets taken out of my account every single month, and it's been like that for like 6 years now. And I put like, also put money away in addition to that, just whatever I feel is right. Like I talked to my financial advisors and we figured that out. But yeah, just save would be my best financial advice. And also, it's never too late to start saving. Like don't hold off on it and think like, oh, I'm behind because I haven't been saving. Like you can literally just start now. And I feel like it's one of the best things to just set you up for like more security in the future. The blush I just used, beautiful color. It is Lip to Cheek in the shade Elusive. It's like a really pretty plummy color, and I love shades like that on me. I just feel like they look really nice and very natural. And now I'm gonna set because I've been using a lot of cream products, just using some setting powder in the shade Medium. Number one advice for small creators. I feel like, okay, nowadays, TikTok is like such an amazing platform to be able to grow fast as a small creator because TikTok has such a huge audience. So my advice would be to post on TikTok like 4 times a day. Literally post anything. It doesn't have to be perfect content, literally just whatever comes to your mind, show your personality. And I feel like just not worrying about having like a niche right away, because I feel like that is the type of thing that comes when you are like creating content, like over time you'll be able to see like what your audience likes and like videos that do well, and then you can kind of like find your niche that way. So don't really worry about like having a specific niche or something right away. Just post literally 4 times a day, as much as you can. Connect with your audience, like be active, and yeah, like take advantage of this awesome like wave we have going with TikTok, because I just feel like right now it's so easy to become a content creator. Like, I don't know, when I started it was only YouTube, and I feel like it's kind of hard to grow on YouTube. Also, YouTube takes so much work. Like, you have to film long videos, you have to edit them for hours. TikTok is so easy. Like, you can just literally set up your phone, talk, and post it. Like, you don't even have to edit half the time, unless of course you're doing an in-depth video, or I don't know, I think of like those cleaning videos or something like that. But yeah, that is my advice if you are looking to start out, and just posting and being consistent with your posting. Oh, this is a really cute question. How to have hope and patience in a season of sadness and anxiety. I also just used the Malibu Muse bronzer. I love this bronzer so much. I've been wearing it a lot lately. It's just this beautiful brown, like shimmery bronzer, and I wear this during the day, like with nothing else honestly on my face. Like, I'll just add some bronzer to add a little bit of light to my skin, and then I'm gonna go in with this blush in the shade Mai Tai. Again, another really great product by RMS. Okay, so how to have hope and patience in a season of sadness. I feel like I went through such a season of sadness in my life from 2022 to honestly 2024. Like, I feel like I started to feel better towards like the end of last year, like the fall. But I feel like my advice, honestly, after coming out on the other side, is to just like embrace what you're going through and really take time in the season of your life that you're in to just like nurture yourself and do things that are gonna make your body feel good. I know when I was like really down, one thing I stopped doing was working out, and that affected my mental health so much. So I stopped working out for like 8 months, I think, in 2022, so 2 years ago. And it affected my mental health so much, and once I started working out again, it really started to help me. So getting into like a good workout routine where you can just like move your body every single day and do something for you that is just going to make you feel better, and reading a lot, surrounding yourself with people that you love. Also, another thing that I have done recently, which has helped me because I have been like experiencing a lot of anxiety, is cutting back on alcohol and also caffeine. The caffeine part, like I haven't cut back that much, but I have cut back on alcohol. I haven't drank alcohol in 6 weeks. It's been, I think, 43 days now, and I'm not saying that I'm gonna like stop, like I'm never gonna have a drink again, but just right now, like for my mental health, I feel like I just am in a point in my life where I am kind of going through like a transition period, and I just need to have like more mental clarity. So I have really cut back on drinking, and just knowing, also going back to the question, like how to have hope and patience in a season of sadness, knowing that you will come out on the other side like you always do. I know this is so cliche, but think about like after a storm, there's always a rainbow, like the sun always comes back out. Or think about the leaves during the fall. They die and they fall off the trees, and then in the spring everything grows back and is so lively and luscious and green and perfect again. And I don't know, I feel like it's just the cycle of life. Like, we always are gonna have a season. Oh, that light is nice. There's always gonna be seasons and periods of your life where we go through struggle. It's just normal. But just knowing that everything's gonna be okay, and the struggles that you are facing now are a test to the life that you say you want to live. Like, you are going through it for a reason. You're learning, you're growing, you're experiencing discomfort and pain because you are being prepared for the next season of your life. So honestly, like, it is a really good thing to be experiencing what you are experiencing right now. It means that you are leveling up and growing in your life. Okay, next question. What current era are you in? And I feel like, I don't even know how to like describe the era that I'm in right now, but I honestly just feel like I'm in a like growth, empowerment era. I feel really, really good, and I feel very strong, and I feel very confident for the first time in honestly a really long time. Like I just feel like I have done the inner work and I have focused on myself. I've filled my own cup. I have started praying so much more and just letting go of the need to like have to control everything in my life and have to know every single outcome. And I honestly just feel so good, and I just feel so grateful. And although like I don't have an idea of like what the future holds, like I know I talked about like some of my goals that I have for the future and stuff like that, but like realistically, like I don't know what the future holds for me, and I feel like that's just the most exciting part. So I'm just like here and I'm along for the ride, and I'm just like being grateful for every single day and just taking life day by day, being very present, enjoying myself and my life. And I don't know, I'm in like a really good headspace. I have a really great workout routine right now, and I have amazing friends, family, my health, like everything that is just perfect. And honestly, like I couldn't ask for anything more. So I guess like the season of my life that I'm in right now is honestly just like I'm in a blessed season of my life, or like this era. That is my era right now. I just feel very grateful. I feel confident. I feel like myself, and I feel really good going into my 28th year. RMS HD Black mascara. Look at this wand. It's amazing. Okay, what are 3 things that you wish you knew in life earlier? I feel like I've been going back and forth in my head, or just like going back and forth, like trying to think about answers to this question. And honestly, I'm at a point in my life right now where I feel like, and I can honestly confidently say this, like no matter what I have been through, all of the like ups and downs and hardships that I have experienced like in my personal life, or just like in my life in general, I feel like there's nothing I would go back and change. Like every little thing that I have been through has shaped me into the person that I am today. I feel like there are things that we all can like look back on in our life and be like, I wish I did this differently, or I wish I knew this. But it's like, if you had known what you know now in order to like change the outcome of something, you wouldn't have learned the lesson that it taught you in this moment. So I don't know, I really honestly don't regret anything. Well, I mean, there's one thing that I do regret a little bit, but we'll save that for another day. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like everything is just has taught me so much, and if I had like known everything back then, I feel like I wouldn't be who I am now, and I wouldn't have the same experiences. So yeah. Ooh, I love this. Your non-expensive things in your wellness routine. Like favorite non-expensive things in my wellness routine. I have 3 things. The first one is, okay, maybe I have more than that. Okay, first one, not going on your phone 30 minutes before bed and 30 minutes when you wake up in the morning. I need to be better about this, but this is something that costs literally nothing, and it improves your life so much. Maybe I have 5 of them. Okay, so that is the first one. The second one would be meditation and prayer. The power of meditation is crazy. Like I am such a fan of meditation. When I was consistently meditating every single day for like a year and a half straight, you could see it in my face. Like my face was glowing in a way that like no healthy food, no skincare, no products, nothing could make me glow this much. Like it really was coming from the inside. And I feel like a lot of people have been telling me lately that I am like looking so much more glowy and like I look happier. And it's literally because I spend time in the morning either doing a meditation or just sitting in silence and praying, and also just thanking God for everything in my life and like all the things that I'm grateful for. And I do like a lot of gratitude practice in the morning, so that's another favorite. Morning sunlight, so important, so great for your body, your hormones, your circadian rhythm. so many amazing benefits. Walking, free, you can literally do it anywhere. So great for your body, for your nervous system, for your just like overall health. I feel like walking, I personally like to walk and like not listen to anything because it's very grounding and it's very calming, and just like getting outside in the sunlight and the fresh air is amazing. And then my fifth one would probably be hydration, specifically the like just using like an electrolyte powder. I like the one from Paleo Valley, and that one's my favorite. It makes you so hydrated. It has so many minerals in it. My dietitian recommended it to me, and it's also great if you are postpartum. She is postpartum right now, so she was like posting about that, because a lot of the minerals that you lose from giving birth and stuff, like it's replenishing those, and it's really good for you. So those are probably my top 5 favorite wellness tips. Next question, I need to put on this lip liner. I'm like getting really distracted. This is the shade Nighttime Nude. I love like a nudie lip. I'm gonna do this, I'll be right back. Okay, oh my god. The power of a lip liner, you guys, is crazy. Like, no makeup is complete until you do your lip. I have a few different lip oils. I think I'm gonna use this one. I have a clear, which I really liked, but this is Alessandra. Oh, love. A really, really pretty like raspberry color, which I love for fall. Oh my god, this makeup look is so cute. I'm obsessed. Okay, anyway, next question. A lot of questions on my Instagram and on YouTube a lot is when the podcast is coming back. So many people said, I miss Love You Bye podcast so much. When is it coming back? And I answered this on Instagram, but and a lot of people were really sad and asking me like if it's coming back. I said, no, it's not coming back. And a lot of people were like, why? And I honestly, I don't know why. And maybe it will come back. Maybe I will honestly do a podcast by myself. I just feel like Emma, it's just hard with her life and her schedule because she travels a lot with Peyton, which like I would do that too if my husband was traveling and like going to different cities and stuff like that. Like I would be going as well. And she like visits a lot of friends that live in other areas, and I don't know, I feel like it was just like a lot with both of our schedules, especially because we were recording it and it was always like on Google Meet and we weren't like in person, and her and I were like, wait, we want to be able to like be in person if we were to do a podcast. I feel like it's just a lot better, and also we wanted it to be like on video, and there were just like a lot of things that like weren't working out. So ultimately we just decided, like after our old contract expired with our old podcast network, we were like gonna find a new network because we didn't really like the way that they had edited the episodes and like the music and stuff like that. I don't know. So we wanted to switch networks, and then we just got really busy. Like she had her wedding, and I just feel like life got crazy and we stopped, and we haven't really talked about like starting it back up again. But maybe I will start a podcast myself. I don't know. I really don't know, but I'll keep you guys updated. I guess like the answer, like I just don't know why it's not gonna come back, or I guess never say never is my answer. Like I just don't really have a specific reason at the moment, but who knows, maybe things will change and it'll be back, but I will keep you guys updated. Next question, which I feel like you guys have all been asking me and I have not answered and talked about or anything for a very long time. So the question is, are you still with your boyfriend? So first of all, I started getting comments about like a breakup last year, and I was like, it was so random. I had never talked about going through a breakup or anything like that. My relationship, I definitely was like we were going through like some stuff, which I feel like every relationship has their ups and downs, but ultimately I kind of just decided to like stop showing my relationship altogether, because I feel like Mac like he never wanted or like signed up for his life to be online. And I feel like ever since we started dating, people have like started rumors about him. I'm like trying to be careful with what I'm even saying, because like I don't want to like disrespect him and his life, but honestly, like people were just posting personal things about his life and like his family members on the internet, and people have just like made up really nasty rumors about him and just don't say the nicest things, and people have said like all this stuff, and I honestly just know that because like he has seen it. I mean, if you had people writing stuff about you online, you would read it too. That's just like the reality of it. And I hate even talking about these websites like and bringing attention to these things, but basically like obviously I feel like everybody knows by now there are Reddit pages for influencers. Every influencer has one, or maybe like they're grouped together in like whichever city they live in, and people anonymously just like write about them all the time. And I feel like, yeah, just the fact that he would honestly read it and it like really affected him and like made him upset, which like rightfully so. I would feel that way too if like stuff about my family was being written on there, and just like, I don't know, he didn't ask for any of this, so I just like stopped showing my relationship altogether. We are not broken up. I honestly just like don't show him anymore. I've talked about it with him though, and I've told him like, if you want me to show you, like I will. And I obviously like wanted to talk about, just like answer the question, because obviously it's like an elephant in the room, and people comment on all of my stuff and are just like wondering stuff about my relationship, and that is the update. So I don't think there's anything else that I need to update you guys on about that. But basically, yeah, I just like decided to keep it more private, keep it to myself, because I feel like it's the one thing in my life that I feel like nobody can say anything negative about if they like don't see, or if they don't like know anything about my relationship. I don't know, I've always been super private, like even in my last relationship. I mean, I did post a little bit, but my dog's barking. So anyway, to answer your question, yeah, that is like all I really have to say. I don't know, I just feel like I stopped showing my relationship. I like wasn't comfortable anymore. It was like honestly creating problems, and he just like, I don't know, I don't want to speak for him, but I know that it was like bothering him, like stuff that was like being said and stuff like that. So, and then we started to like go through stuff, personal stuff, and I was just like, you know what, I just stopped showing my relationship, and then it like turned into like me not showing it at all. Then everyone's like speculating that we broke up, but then like posting photos of like us at Emma's wedding. Like it's this whole thing. Also, I am just like navigating my life still. Not every relationship is like perfect, and I feel like I have like gone through things, and I just like, I don't know, I need to just like be better about being more open on my videos. I like honestly have just gotten so closed down because of like the stuff that people say about me online, and it is so embarrassing to even say that. Like I feel like I've always been the type of person that's like, who cares what people think about you? Like, you have to just like be who you are unapologetically, and if people have something to say, like it's an issue about them, it has nothing to do with you, which like I still believe. But also it gets to a point where it's like, I don't know, it can be like, when you really think about it, like the internet can be really scary, and the fact that there are like these people who are like obsessing about everything in your life, and they don't even know who you are, and like they know details about your, just like know details about your life, and like act like they know my relationship, and are like posting things, personal things, and people that are like driving by my house and seeing him walk my dogs. It's like, I don't know, it's just weird. But anyway, I'm gonna start like trying to be more open. I've been like really trying. I guess I've just been like a little bit more selective with like what I show. But yeah, to answer your question, we're still together, and yeah. Okay, last question. You're almost in the 28 club. Welcome. Thank you. What are you excited to experience in your 30s? I still have 2 more years until I'm 30, but I feel like I'm just most excited to just be in a point of my life where I'm just so much more confident and like content with who I am and where I am in life. I feel like there's so much beauty in aging and getting older, and we just get like wiser and more mature. And I just feel like I have learned so much. Like I used to think I had everything all figured out when I was in my early 20s. Like I was like running around as like a 22-year-old, like thinking I had my shit all figured out. Like people always talk about my vlogs in 2019, and I'm like, it's so funny that I always get compared to myself when I was in college, like 2018, 2019. I was literally 21, 22, 23 years old during that time. I was a baby. I had no idea what was gonna be in store for me in my life, and I feel like I was just running around without a care in the world, which is like honestly a good thing. I was so naive, and I was so just like la 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 la, just like happy to be here, happy to like be posting on YouTube. I was just like living my best life. But I feel like now I have just like learned so much, and I'm so much more, I don't know, I just feel very wise. I feel really good going into 28. I'm excited for my 30s. Hopefully my 30s just brings a lot more love and happiness and presence, and I don't know, I'm excited. But anyway, I'm gonna end off this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm excited for all of the new videos coming. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on any of them. Follow me on Instagram. Everything will be linked. Also, be sure to shop RMS during their sale, 30% off site-wide. I will have all the products linked down below from this makeup look. I really love how it turned out. I think my favorite is the lip liner, and the lip oil in this beautiful blush. Everything is so good. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.